inside, and that's no lie. I'm looking in your eyes. I'm looking in your big brown eyes.
Hey guys, just give us a couple minutes. Vibe out to the music. Hey.
Girl, I want to make you sweat. Sweat till you can't sweat no more. And if you cry out, I'm gonna push it some more.
Hey, Antonia. Hey.
So I say to myself, love me or no. But the let I know that love is this today. So with a little bit of this and a little bit of that, the lyrics goes on the attack. My tongue gets tied, and that's no lie.
All right. I know you guys hate for me to turn the music down. But it is officially 12:01. We give you that 1 minute of power to vibe out with us and just choose to feel good. Because that's what it's about. When you feel good, you are in the energetic vibration of manifesting whatever it is your heart desires. Because it belongs to you. So today I have this phenomenal being who I admire, along with oh my gosh, she's just awesome. So who I have with me today on the, excuse me. So who I have with me today on the EnlightenedPrenuer show. First of all, I want to welcome you all to the EnlightenedPrenuer show. This is a new show. You guys are used to MindsUp Radio, the Enlightened One, but then we're taking it a step further. We're taking it into, where your money's funny. We're going to knock all of that out, and we're going to have you feeling good about money so that you can change what it is that you see when it comes to experiencing money. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to be financially prosperous and abundant. So my name is TAKIYAH Diamond. For those of you who are just getting to know me, we're not going to get into my story. Just know that at this particular point, I am your host. And that's the part that I am playing right now. So today, we're bringing you a magnificent woman by the name of Samantha Bearden. I hope I'm saying your last name correct. Am I saying that right?
You are.
Perfect.
I like how Facebook gives you the option to spell out your name and how you pronounce it.
Thought I turned that off, but that thing was just loud. Okay, sorry about that. Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me okay? Can you hear me okay? Okay, good.
Do I have feedback?
Perfect.
Antonia, do I have feedback?
Yeah, she said she have. Okay, let me. Mine's up, and thank you all for tuning in to the EnlightenedPrenuer show. Today, I have a magnificent woman who is tuning in with us to show you how to remove those money blocks. She is going to show you how to become a money magnet. Now, I know everybody wants to be a money magnet, and if you don't want to be a money magnet, I don't know what's wrong with you, but you need to get your life together. So today we have the magnificent Samantha Bearden with us. I'm your host, TAKIYAH Diamond, and it's just going to be a fabulous show. So this is something new. You guys are used to MindsUp Radio, but what we're doing now is bringing you enlightenedpreneurs who know the steps that need to be taken in order for you to break free from those limiting beliefs that have been keeping you stuck all this time, ruining your financial abundance, blocking your prosperity, and just keeping you in a box where you do not belong. We were born to be limitless, free, abundant, prosperous, just everything. And the people that I'm going to be bringing on the show are going to be people who can show you exactly how to do exactly what you need to do, what it takes to help you move out of your own way and walk down the path that you're supposed to be walking down. So I'm going to give you guys a wonderful, wonderful person today. Again, we have Samantha Bearden. Now, Samantha is an energetic kinesiologist practitioner and source guided healer. She specializes in 24 strand DNA, angelic code, divine code, and galactic code activation. She works very closely with Source et al. Now, these programs are conducted divinely that she offers to everyone, and they're tempered with energetic kinesiology to bring body, mind, and emotional well-being into total alignment.
I love it.
Hi, Samantha.
Is that really how it shows up? That's awesome.
Hi, Samantha. How are you?
I'm good.
Perfect.
It feels like Friday, but it's Thursday, right?
Yes. Hold on, let me just...
Great to get rid of, to not know what day it is. Just live in the moment.
Oh my God. Yes, you do. You have to live in the moment. So, and that actually brings me to the very first question.
Okay, great. Perfect segue.
But before I get into our first question, please tell us about Samantha. Who is Samantha Bearden? Now, I know I gave that wonderful introduction, but I really want people to know what you feel that we should know about you.
Let me see if I can follow that up with anything. Well, I am a mother of 3 wonderful human beings. I'm so blessed to have them, to be their mother. And I have always been, since a small child, my grandmother called me spirited, and I didn't really understand what that meant when I was younger. But as I got older and I became more spirited and got spiritually involved in life, and my quest for not like why are we here, but mostly like why am I here? Because I feel like I'm here for a reason, and I feel like I'm here to help people. So I went through lots of modalities to get to where I am today. When I was in my late 20s, I had this experience with an enlightened master where I had my DNA code unlocked. And I wasn't really sure what it was. I just knew that I felt really good. And I was like, I'm going to do this because if it feels good, I'm going to do it. And if it's totally not fun, I'm not going to do it. And so I went through that. And a little bit later than that, about a year later, my father had liver cancer and he was dying. He actually passed away from it. He was very young. And after that, I became sick, like physically ill. And so I went to the doctors. I didn't want to go to the doctors, but I went there, and of course, they didn't find anything wrong with me. They couldn't find anything wrong with me. So I was just suffering. I was like, well, this is the way that it's going to be, I guess. So deal with it. And then I came across this woman who was a kinesiologist, and she could see my energy. And she said, honey, you are in pain, aren't you? And I was like, wow, yeah. How do you know that? And she said, well, this is what I do. Have you ever experienced it? Have you ever had, have you ever done natural health and wellness? Have you ever tried that to heal your body? And I was like, no, but I'll try anything. Where do I sign up? So I had a meeting with her and found out that I had liver abnormalities that you really couldn't find unless you were specifically testing for that, which the hospital wasn't, because I kept saying my stomach hurts. That's all I could say. So they were doing all kinds of other tests. I was severely dehydrated, among other things. And so she did this muscle testing on me, showed me how it worked, and I was floored by that. And then she put me on a regimen of organic, all natural products, chlorophyll water, which I still drink to this day because it's very, very good for you. And she told me, the mind over matter, like, do you believe that you can heal yourself? And I said, yes, I do. I really honestly do. I just didn't know the questions to ask or how to make that happen. And so she said, that's really the most important thing, because it's the energy when you have the energy that matches the energetic frequency of like what you're putting in your body or the healing that's happening to you, when you are willing for the healing, that's when the healing begins. And so I was like, I'm willing. I'm totally willing. I went home, did my first regimen. The next day felt completely better. And from that point on, I just not refused, but I was more open to working on myself naturally. Then I went to her and I said, I want to do what you do. I can do this. I want to do what you do. This helps people. I want to help people. So this is 1998. So I started studying kinesiology and using it on all my friends. I'm like testing them for what, should they take this? Or, no girl, don't use that shampoo, or, whatever. You can use it for whatever. And so I started helping my friends. I wasn't really making a lot of money doing it, but it was the fact that I was helping people. So, and there's the money thing. I wasn't really making a lot of money doing it, but I was helping people. Yeah. So I was okay with not making a lot of money helping people because I had a set point in me that if you help people, if you're really helping people, you don't make a lot of money. If you're in the health and wealth, like if you're really, anybody that's a healer and has been a healer for a while, we've gone through that mindset, that set point, yes, and turned it around. Yes. So I wasn't making a lot of money, and that was fine.
Yes, the interview.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
We know. And you know what? It's really, really funny because I never, in a million years, two things I never would have called myself. One is enlightened. Thank you for making me step into that, girl. That's right. I would have never called myself that.
Right.
And two, I never ever thought that I would heal my own. I would never thought that I would help people heal money blocks. And the reason that worked out so well, and it continues to work out, is because I'm always healing my own. So I'm like, well, I must be an expert because I'm healing myself and I can help other people do it. So it just, manifested itself in that way. And I do feel that like you have to be open to the messages that are sent to you,
right?
And to receive, just be willing. You have to be willing. There's a huge, huge turning point in being willing, even when you don't know what it is. You don't know the answer. You may not even know the question,
right?
But if you get stuck there, just stop for a minute and just say, I am willing. I'm willing to receive this healing, whatever it shows up. And then that actually elevates your vibration and it allows that energy to come to you and match you.
Right.
So I'm sorry, I'm all over the place.
Yes. I completely adore that story. I think a lot of us go through a certain point where we experience something that makes us have to turn everything around, So the whole thing with you having the problem with your liver and all of that, it was just like, I think all of us come to that stepping stone of like, what's wrong with me? What's going on with me that, but thank you for sharing that story with us. So with that being said, in the morning, I know that everyone should have some type of ritual or something that they do to kind of spark their day and get them going in a positive way. So what is it that Samantha does in her morning to get her started on the right foot?
First of all, I don't should on myself. I used to should all over myself all the time. And I was like, that's going to stop. But I have a 3-year-old that my 3-year-old son lives with me. And I actually wake up earlier than he does. Surprise. So I use the time in the morning time before he gets up to, communicate with my high vibe sisters, to see what it is that I'm going to do for the day. My cat is totally found something and making a mess. I use it to download messages. In the morning, I get, lots of information from source or archangels or who I'm working with that day. And I just use it for meditation, for me, make myself some tea and some water and just kind of watch the sun come up. And then around like 9 or 9:30, my child wakes up. And so I start that process with him and get him situated. And then I have my clients from like 10. I try to just do 10 to 4 because my family time is really, really important to me. And I love them. I wouldn't be doing this if it weren't for them.
Nice. So one of the beings that you shared that you utilized in your healing was et al. I'm not familiar with that entity. Who is et al as an I guess like an energetic being that you use to communicate with?
It means, it's a legal term that means all, because everything comes from source. And I work a lot with the archangels. You're usually Uriel, because he's the one, when I do my DNA activation, he's the one that helps me activate, the point.
Okay.
And so I work with him a lot. And Mary Magdalene is my love. I love her. She's one of my guides that I work with, Mary Magdalene. And her love, Yeshua or Jesus, yes. They come in a lot. They work with me a lot. Archangel Michael now, well, at the end of the year, because everything that was going on, Archangel Michael. And then my clients have their own archangels that will come in and say, yo, let them know that I'm here and they can call on me. And so I will, when I'm in session, it's whatever entity is coming in, whatever angel is wanting to work with us that time, or ascended master, because I've worked with Saint Germain.
I love Saint Germain. He's awesome.
I work with him. He and Mary Magdalene and Yeshua are a good holy trinity to work with. They're I actually have them in a meditation that I've created, and they're wonderful. They're peace, love, and joy. That's what they are. Peace, love, and joy. And we are the conduit for that, to bring that from the heaven to the earth.
Yes. Well, that's awesome. I love this stuff. I love the woo-woo aspect of it.
Oh, girl, you have no idea. I am keeping it tame right now.
Please don't. Please don't.
Yeah, did you see my post on how I spoke with David Bowie last night? It was amazing. I was just like, oh my God.
Oh my God. Yes. Tell me about it.
No, I've posted about it, but he basically, he is he's a wonderful energetic being. Yes, he's not on our planet with us, but he's still with us. He left us with amazing music, and he left us with a journey, a musical journey that spans, generations. But I happened to just like kick it with him last night, and I actually made him laugh, which was really beautiful to see him laugh. Like I can still see him throwing his head back. But he was just talking about what we're doing, what I'm doing. He was like, you're on point. It's all about joy. It's all about finding the joy. It's so hard for us to find the joy. Like, why is that so hard?
Right. That's the question that I have for you a little later about how to find that place and that peace. But go ahead, finish.
Yes. So he said it was all about the joy and finding the joy and not boxing yourself in. We all need to remember that we are multidimensional souls. And this is just where we are right now. This body, Takiyah, Samantha, this is where we are right now. Yeah. But we travel everywhere all the time. That's what makes it so special to be on this journey. Yeah. And he just said that to find the joy, he was like, don't box yourself in, all of us. Yeah. Find the joy. We're always reinventing ourselves. Like, I can see my programs always evolving, even from the first time that I had my DNA activated. It's completely different than what it looks like now, completely different. And he just said to find the joy in what we were doing and reinventing and not box ourselves in, and that we were all on the right path, and we were all, doing a really wonderful job at raising the vibration of the earth and the people on it. And so then we talked about music. I asked him about you know, how did you get Luther Vandross to make those sounds on that track? And he showed me, he was like, well, there was one time he was like down here doing this. And then one time he'd be like on the mic. He was like showing me and we were like laughing about it. I was like,
that's so amazing.
Yeah, it was real cool. But anyway, I digress.
All right. Thank you for sharing that. Well, that is the whole reason why I think Antonina kind of came up with this whole Enlightenedpreneur, because she knows I love woo-woo. So, you know, that's like the best part of, like, you know, raising your vibration and just knowing that there's something else bigger than you. And it's the small you that you're used to that's keeping you stuck and blocked from actually manifesting what it is that you really desire, you know? So, what would you say are the 5 most common, well, you need to have to be 5, whatever you feel. What are the most common money blocks that you see that people have?
Well, a lot that I've heard is feedback. There's a misconception that you have to be evil to have money. It's a misconception that, you know, it's the, you know, the money is the root of all evil, or, you know, people that have money are evil. There's that. A lot of people are afraid of change, period. Like in any level, like they're so afraid because they don't know what's on the other side, and they won't give themselves the opportunity to even experience and see. And that's part of the joy too. That's part of like letting yourself evolve and not putting yourself in the box. Another one is you have to struggle to make money. Money is hard to make and hard to keep. See, wealthy people don't feel this way about money. They're like, money is easy to make and it comes easy to me. And it does. You know, they already have that vibration, and they're not all, you know, they're not all evil. And also I have found that if you have money issues, it, you know, it translates into your life like in other ways. So if you say that money is hard to get and hard to keep, maybe you also, it's hard for you to get and keep a job, or it's hard for you to get and keep a relationship. So it all, like, you know, it works in tandem, it works together. Those blocks, once, you know, I will get into a session with someone who's not even concerned about money, you know, and they want their relationship to grow, but we'll remove this set point, we'll change it, and we'll put in, you know, we'll plant the seed of peace, love, abundance, and joy, whatever it looks like, whatever statement that is, and then they'll see it translate into their work relationship. And, you know, or like I had a client that wanted to quit smoking. All she wanted to do was quit smoking. Okay. And I was like, oh, you know, defamation, that help me out.
What? Defamation?
You know, yes, that one. One of those degrading things that you do to yourself.
Oh, yes.
So she just
demolishing.
Yeah, pretty much. But in her quitting smoking, because she was starting to be kind to herself, and the relationship with herself was bettering and blossoming, she manifested a 6-figure-a-year position that came with, and it's in the field that she, you know, loves to do. After not working for like 5 years, like really working, you know, managed to get this job, and, you know, $500 car allowance and $100 phone allowance. Like, she's like macking out.
Right.
Just for working on the one thing that didn't even have anything to do with what she was looking for. She just was trying to be kind to herself. Wow. So those are things that I see. Get off my papers, Kitty. Come on now. Gotta be all up in my.
I think she wants to join the show.
She's trying.
Well, go ahead.
Definitely my cat. Antonina knows about that. I'll jump into your show anytime. If you just see yourself as a whole being, and that you are not the beliefs that you have been told to believe by your family members, your parents, your mentors, sometimes groups of people, can convince you, usually as a small child, that this is the way that it is, that money, that you have to be evil if you have money, that you have to work hard to make money, that you have to get a 9-to-5 job. I mean, like, let me tell you something, unless working a 9-to-5 job makes you very, very happy.
That's bullshit.
And if it makes you happy, there are people out there that love that. When you go to your job, if you're feeling all right and good about it, then by all means do that. But if you are in a job that you hate and you go to it every day hating it, you're really doing yourself a disservice. And I'm not saying go quit your job at all. What I'm saying is you have to change the dialogue with yourself and to create a conversation with yourself about your worth in the job. Are you feeling worthy when you go to the job? What is your worth in the job? It's your dialogue that's going to change your view about it.
Wow. I see that Antonia shared that it blocked her for ages. And, I just experienced in December leaving my job, maybe about a week before I left. Every day I went there, I felt like I had to vomit. I just felt sick. And I would go in there and I would sit in a chair, and it's not like what I did was bad. Like, I helped people with their pensions, their 401ks. I dealt with seniors and they felt bad. So I know I was supposed to be there for a certain amount of time. I just don't think I was supposed to be there that long, as a part of my journey, because a lot of them kind of felt like there was nobody that understood them. And it's like, now I have this pension that's only $600 and I worked for 25 years of my life and I'm sick and I'm this. And then with me knowing what I know, I start going into a whole nother place, which at that company you could get in trouble for. Because,
yes. Mm-hmm. But I can see that.
What God put in me was so much greater that I didn't care. I was just like, look, if they gonna fire me and you gonna fire me because I'm helping somebody understand their truth, you know what I mean? Then so be it. I'd rather be let go for doing something good rather than doing something stupid and then being let go, And so I would really, talk to them and I would say, Miss Jones, you really don't have to feel that way. I know that it looks ugly and I know that it looks challenging, but what would it be like if you felt good today? I would, and I'm telling you, I would end up like Coach. I'm telling you, it was like practice for me. And
that's true.
Yes. And I was like, helping them through things. So I had finally gotten to this point where I was just like, I really just don't want to be here no more. I said, God, show me a way out, because I don't want my job to feel like I just abandoned them. But I mean, I don't know what else to do. So they called us all in the office and it was like, oh, well, we're going to be letting everyone go, laying off because the client left. I was like, thank you.
Like, what about your other people that worked with you? They're probably like, thanks, girl.
They were all looking like, wait, you don't seem upset. I said, you guys don't know. I've been waiting for this moment. Thank you, Lord.
You're like, bye, Felicia.
Yes. So now that I actually have more time to be home, I'm able to like focus more, because it was like being there and then trying to figure out, what do I want to do for my business? How do I do this? And how do I do that? It was just so much. So now I feel so much more at peace, and I haven't gotten completely where I want to be yet. Just, like on the coaching aspect, but, I started out as a speaker, singer, actress. Most of y'all see me doing all that other kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. So now I'm just coming into this whole other world, but I feel good about it. Like, I actually feel like it's going to work out, Takiyah. You don't have to worry about nothing. Just know that you are a part of the all that already is, and just flow, So I love what you said when you said, I am not the belief. Because it really is just a belief. So how some people, they wake up in the morning and then these negative thoughts begin to attack them? How does someone manage that with wanting to have a better mindset, but those things just kind of come in? And I know entities and all that other stuff play a part, or whatever the case may be, but how does someone manage that?
I know that for most of us, there's a ball of energy. We all look like energy. So for most of us, we wake up in the morning and that ball of negative energy just starts inundating us with all of these things that we feel like we need to do. And what I tell my people is, before you go to bed, write a list of things that you need to be taken care of to your higher self. Because your higher self already knows all of these things. It's part of a dialogue. But if you're not in communication, if you're not there yet, write a list to that part of you that you know is really, really wise. Because if you're on this show, then that part of you exists. But write a list and say, before I wake up in the morning, these are the things that I need to have done. And when you wake up in the morning, allow that to settle in and do the things that you need to do that make you happy first. And the things that need to be done will get done. Now, I'm not saying don't go pay your bills or anything like that, but it's part of getting the vibration in alignment with the thing that you want to attract to you. And so if you're constantly just coming down on yourself, write that list before you go to bed. Leave that list on that list and allow your higher self to work with your higher power, to work with source, to work with your angels. Pray to your angels. They're always there, y'all. Seriously.
Okay.
Our archangels are always here. They are always around us. They cannot intervene unless you ask them to, or unless your life is in danger and you're not supposed to pass on to the next realm. So they're here. They're like wanting to help. And when you ask for that help, be willing to receive the healing. You say, I am willing to receive this, and don't let the but ifs come in. Write that list of things that need to be done. Ask your higher self to handle it while you're asleep. And it'll, once you let that healing, when you're willing to have the healing come in, it starts to change your perspective.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So I know you help mostly women.
I have men clients too.
I get into this because it's like most of my coach friends, you guys all do women, right? So I remember going through a struggle for myself of like, am I supposed to be dealing with just women too? Like, like that battle was like coming in and like, it can't. I was like, it's impossible because most of my fans, and I'm going to call them fans because they come from that other world, from that I came from, are guys. You know what I mean? So my inbox is filled with, Takiyah, I love what you're doing now. How do I set up some time to talk to you? Blah, 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 blah. So in a way, there was a part of me that wanted to just create a program for men, because they would hear a woman better than they would probably hear another man telling them what to do.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely. I'm with Antonina. Yes, it's our time. It is the woman's time. We have been suppressed, don't get me started, for a really, really long time. And this is our time. And a lot of people choose to work with just women. I am open to anyone. If you are wanting spiritual healing and you are wanting energetic kinesiology and you are willing to receive the healing, then you are perfect for me.
Perfect. You know what? I think that question came right in alignment. My time is 1, 2, 3, 4.
Nice. Love it.
Awesome. So, how to be a money magnet.
There's so many ways.
That's why we're here. I know you guys are ready. The shift is coming. That's right. It ain't for real. The shift is here. Okay? It ain't coming. It's here. So share with us, what does it mean to be a money magnet?
Well, I think it's an abundance magnet. I think it's more of an abundance because the abundance encompasses everything. It's, your lifestyle, your relationships, money, specifically money. But it means that your vibration is matched up with that which you want to attract to you. And so therefore it comes to you. What I see with people that I work with is I can see their energy. You know, energy has a color, a frequency, a number. I can see that when I work with them. And I see them as a whole and what their number is. And just so you know, everything is an energetic vibration. Our thoughts are energetic vibrations. Our words are, those are manifest, drawings, everything. It's an energetic, they all have energetic vibrations. So when you are vibrating at the level of 500 hertz or above, it's 528 is the love.
Yes.
528 is where the love is in. Like, 174 is like healing. You get to heal. It goes all the way around the spectrum, and of solfeggio frequencies is what I can see and hear. So 500 and above is good. When you have a higher vibration, you want to attract a certain thing to you, but you're not vibrationally matched to it. What happens is you say, I want a new job, or I want to make 5 figures a month. And so you put that out there, and you got to focus on it. You got to give it your attention, and you got to let it get inside of you and envision what your life would be like. Even though it's not really about making 5 figures a month, it's the feeling that you have attached to that. That's the vibration. So don't get it twisted, sister.
Yes.
It's the feeling.
I hear that. It's the feeling. Gotta feel
so
good.
when you have this thing that you want to attract to you, then whatever is in the way of you matching that vibrationally will show up as a gift for you to remove. Like a belief. Like you have to be evil to have money, or you have to work hard to make money. Because as soon as you put that out there that you want to attract or manifest this money or this job or this 5-figure a month income, as soon as you put that out there, then the thing that's in the way of you getting to that is going to show up for you. And it could be anything. So you have to have that awareness to match that. And that's what I do. I get into session with you and I talk with you, and we figure out what it is. What is your set point? And it can be anything, and then we take that out. And usually somewhere in your body when we're working, you can feel like a heaviness or a tightness or like a tingling, or sometimes you might get a pain in your shoulder or a rock in your chest or in your stomach, anywhere. And then when we're in that healing space, because I channel energy, we channel energy from source, from our Christ consciousness down, and we ground it into the earth. So when we're in that healing space, we ask for that healing energy to come to our body and heal that space as we're healing the belief. And then we plant the seed of peace, love, joy, and abundance.
Yes, I know I experienced that because I'm clearing so much now that I actually left the job. And that happens to me often, like where all this stuff will come up. But because I'm such a different person now, when it comes up, I'm learning how to try not to get angry at it, because it's like, what are you doing here? Like, I don't even believe you anymore. You're just a belief, blah, blah, blah. But I know that's also a sabotage to do that. Like,
not to get angry at it. It's love. It's all love. Love and joy, and just seeing it as a blessing. Thank you for showing up for me. I really didn't know this about myself. Now I'm ready to let you go back to where you came from. I really appreciate you, because usually those set points have served us. They have served us for a very, very long time. They're just not serving us anymore. Come on, Kat, really? She's doing stuff that she's never done before. Crazy Kitty.
Just bring her in. She wants to be seen.
Come here.
Just let her have her love. Hi, guys. Say hi.
She's so bad. Look at her. Look at her. Okay. So, So the belief that we had has worked for us for a while, and then it starts not working, but we don't hate on it. It's like if you're making a cake and the cake doesn't call for cinnamon and you like cinnamon, you're not going to be like, ugh. You're just going to be like, okay, so it doesn't call for cinnamon. I don't need that there.
Okay.
You know, don't hate on it. Just let it be. Let it go back to where, you know, whatever that energy is, just let it be and let it go back.
Okay, so I hope you guys are taking notes for those of you who are kind of new, because I know I see some of my people who are new into this world in here with us as well. So when it comes up, just love it. That's what it sounds to me, right, Sam? You just
like I'm loving this cat, even though she's driving me crazy.
I'm surprised mine isn't here jumping, trying to get out the window.
All right, so you ready to get on this healing?
Yes.
Okay, so y'all.
So guys, we are going to get started. So Samantha promised to do a money block removal for us today. So get ready. And I know you're trying to get Kitty together.
That's okay. She's going to be good.
All right.
So what I want us to do, if you're driving, please do not do this because it will not work out well. We're going to need to, you know, relax. Just be in the moment and be willing for the healing. The willingness to heal is the most important thing. And, you know, if something ever shows up for you that you say, well, I don't have a block around that. Well, actually you do by saying, I don't have a block around that. You actually do have a block. So just be willing to receive the healing. And that's all you need to know to do. Really, cat? So sitting here, hold on. I'll be back. With our feet on the floor and our back straight up, taking some deep breaths here. With our eyes closed, we're going to find our energetic midline, which is also our spine. It's also the chakras, our chakra alignment. And in this space, we're just going to take our energy and let it knock off anything that's not serving us right now. Any bills we have to pay, things that are in a way, we're just going to let them go just for the time being. We will deal with them later and appropriately. And in our mind's eye, I want us to settle in our heart, in our chest area first. This is where there's oftentimes a lot of tightness or heaviness, or I can feel some heat there, probably from my healers out there. And then in our mind's eye, I want us to take our attention up through our crown chakra. About 2.5 feet above our head is our 10th chakra, or our Christ consciousness. And connected to that is source energy. It's unity consciousness. It is peace, love, and above all, joy right there. And we're going to take this joyful energy. It's kind of a yellow. It's showing up yellow for me today. Very warm and loving. We're going to take this back down into our crown chakra, where we're going to use its healing energy to clean out anything that we might have thought. It doesn't have anything to do with our abundance. Anything that is in our mind concerning lack. Just going to use that energy to clear that out. And then we're going to take it through our third eye, where we're going to use that to clean out any kind of calcification or anything that might shown up for us that we didn't want to see, as far as blessings. Some of us might see like a tidal wave in there. It's just washing it out, kind of like a front-loading washing machine. Then we're going to take this healing energy, this joyful healing energy from Source and our Christ consciousness into our ears. We're going to clear out anything that we might have heard that distracted us or took us away from our abundance, our true birthright, anything that we might have heard. There's a lot going on there. I know we've heard a lot. I can see it. So now we're going to take this healing energy into our throat, where we might have spoken against our abundance or not spoken up for that with which we want to attract to us. We're going to clear out that area. Then we're going to take this loving, joyful energy into our chest, into our heart chakra. And there we're going to let it clear out any kind of heartbreak or sadness we've had around a loss or not getting, not obtaining, not getting that abundance that we thought was ours. Just clear that out. It's okay. There's more. It'll come. And then we're going to take that energy down into our belly, where we're going to let that loving, joyful energy clear out anytime we might have had the wind knocked out of our sails or, kicked while we're down a little bit. Just let that healing, joyful energy just wash it through you. And then we're going to take that healing energy into our hip area, where maybe we wanted to be creative, but we thought we couldn't because we needed to go have a job, go do the thing that someone told us to do. So we let that go. We let that deflate a little bit. We're just going to take this warm, joyful energy into that area. Let it expand and open you up creatively, because it is your birthright to be creative. We are human beings. We create. Then we're going to take this energy down through our legs, our knees, our calves, into the soles of our feet, and into our Mother Earth, where she's going to take the good and the bad, all of that which we're washing through us. She's taking that away from us, transmuting it into the earth, and she has given us the yellow light, the golden light to bring back up through the feet, the calves, the knees, the thighs, the hips, the belly, and the heart, where we're going to sit for this meditation and this clearing. And with this energy, as above, so below, we are a conduit of peace, love, joy, and abundance. And in our hearts, we're going to expand our energy out just a little bit, because everything we do affects all of those around us, even more so than we think. We can all use a little love. So here, with the expansion as far out as you want to go. If you're able to go 3 feet, fine. If you're able to go 50 feet, awesome. If you're able to encompass the world, yay you. But here, sitting here in our heart chakra, I am going to ask you some questions, and you just keep the answer to yourself. The first answer that comes to you is usually right. If you have 2 answers, it's because it showed up for you a couple of times in your life and you're able to clear it out this time. And also, if you notice any heaviness or tightness or pain in any area of the body when we do the clearing, if you'll just direct this golden, joyful energy to that area for healing, it will go there. Okay, so the first question is, at what age were you, how old were you, when you agreed that I have to struggle to make money? And where did you learn that from? Any area in the body that you're feeling any heaviness or tightness or pain? Can we please clear and transmute this? Past, present, and future, space, dimension, and reality. And transmuting past, present, future, space, dimension, and reality. Using the golden light of joy to heal the space in the body where there's any tightness or blockage of energy, clearing and transmuting past, present, and future tenses. Right here. And do it again. Okay, good. And in that space that we've created, by getting rid of that set point, I want you to take ownership of your energy, of what you have to give. And I want you to ask yourself, what energy do I need to be to make money quickly and easily? What would that look like in your life? Trust me, I know I ask myself that a lot. What energy do I need to be? And when you ask yourself these questions, you're putting out that question, that vibration out into all universes. You're opening yourself up for the answer to come in. If it doesn't come in right now, don't worry that it's not coming in. Yes, you're getting this. Don't worry that you cannot do it wrong. It's your intention and it's the willingness to be healed that we're going with, and it's all good. So I have one more before we go. One more clearing. And so ask yourself, at what age, how old were you, when in your lifetime? You might get a picture of exactly where you were when you agreed that money is hard to get and money is hard to keep. And where'd you get that from? If you got it from yourself, it's okay. It's something that you came here with, and we can clear that and transmute it, and it's fine. If you got it from a group of people, it's understandable. Just, it happens, and it's time for it to go because it's not serving you anymore. And anywhere in the body that you feel tightness, heaviness, or any kind of pain, can we use that golden, joyful light to clear and transmute this past, present, and future. Space, dimension, and reality. Can we clear and transmute that money is hard to get and hard to keep, past, present, and future, space, dimension, and reality, clearing and transmuting. And where in the body there is pain, please send healing light to clear and transmute that in our physical bodies, past, present, and future, space, dimension, reality. Is it clear? Okay. And in this clearing space, what energy do you need to be to attract abundance easily and hold on to it? Or share it, because the more you have, the more you get to share. But what energy do you need to be? What would that look like in your life? You know, can you imagine? Give yourself the opportunity to figure it out. And when opportunities show up for you after this, make sure you act on them, because they will. This clearing will create opportunities for you. And when you're ready, you can join me back So thank you guys. Let me know how it works out.
Wow, that was cool. Can you guys see me? Is that better? Oh, there we go. All right. Awesome.
Thank you.
That was awesome. That was awesome. So, guys, tell us how you feel. How does everyone feel? I'm going to open up the hot seat for if any of you guys have any questions real quick for Samantha. And then Samantha's going to tell you guys about her wonderful 4-week program that she has, that this was just a smidget of what Samantha does. So if you enjoy that, then you become a part of her 4-week program and you will experience major transformation. That is what the Enlightenedpreneur Show is about, to show you that there is a way out and there is someone there to help you. So if what Samantha did today helped you and made you feel any kind of way and you feel inspired to work with her, please, Samantha, in the meantime, while everybody's figuring out how they feel right now.
I know it's going to take a few weeks, y'all. I could hear people, am I doing this right? What if it's not working? What if I don't take it? And it's working. The healing is there. Remember the willingness to heal. The healing comes in the willingness. You don't have to know everything. You are here for a reason. You are important, and your birthright is to be abundant. I mean, I believe in everyone. I believe that everyone has that possibility, whatever it is that they want to do, especially if we're out there helping other people. So no, you didn't do it wrong. Yes, you get the healing as long as you're open to it. And it'll show up for you the next, couple of weeks. It'll be about 2 weeks. You'll really get the full aspect of it, because it's an activation and then an integration. It takes time for your life, and you'll have these aha moments. But really what I want you to do is pay attention to opportunities that arise for you, because that will happen. And so.
Awesome. So can you share with them any group you have, websites you have, things that they can find where they can locate you?
Yes, I'm sharing it right now. I just shared the appointment. I have a 4-week program, right? I have lots of programs, and I have a 4-week program that is, it's called Unlocking Your Joy Code Master Course. It's amazing. It's intense. It's, we clear things out physically, mentally, spiritually, so that you can raise up your vibration. I do the vibrational check on you. I look and see in your vibration what lower vibrating frequency, like it could be fear, hate, rage, anger, whatever it is, sadness, loss, anything like that that's in the way of you. We figure that out and we take it out, and then we replace it with a seed of peace, love, joy, and abundance. And I started it yesterday, and I was working until late last night, and it was just a huge energetic shift for everyone that was working with me, and I was inspired to open up 2 spots. I was inspired to open up 2 spots at the introductory rate. The rate is $497 for 4 weeks. Okay. And that's really good, because one session with me is about $207. But we do life-changing stuff. And Unlocking Your Joy Code is actually it is a shorter version of the 12-strand DNA activation it's a joyful level. And at the end of that program, huge shifts will happen in your life and your business, and you see things differently. Actually, things look a lot different.
Literally, right?
Yeah, because people are they're already operating at that level, but you still need to have that point access, that point unlocked, and so that it really kind of explodes everything that you were probably up to, and things that aren't working for you. People that aren't vibrating on the same level as you will just kind of go away, and it won't hurt your feelings at all. Trust me. We're still human. We still have relationships and stuff like that. But like, sometimes we have people that are in our lives and we don't know why they're there, and they just kind of like got to skedaddle. So the more that you raise your vibration up, the more that they just, if they're not there with you and they're not willing to go with you, then they just, bye.
Deuces. Right. Which is always an awesome thing. I love saying bye-bye. Especially when I know saying bye is going to bring me a brand new hello. So that's awesome. So okay, that was the now you know what, I know that you changed the date for your webinar. Did you choose a new date for the webinar? Share that.
No, let me just be quite honest with you about that. I have not solidified it, but I'm actually working with Antonina as soon as I get off that call. So you can find me. You can come back here. You can go on Facebook. Facebook, let me type this in, facebook.com, Samantha Heals, and I will let you know exactly where this is what we're doing when we get off the call. When my webinar is going to take place and what it's going to be about, because I'm really, really deep in my program right now, which I love, but I do want to serve you more in this kind of arena, because my goal is to work with more people at once.
Okay, that's good. I mean,
yeah, the goal is possibly next Friday, but hold me to it. Yeah, you can hold me to it. Fine.
Not yet. Not yet.
It's Mardi Gras. What?
So, was there anything else that I didn't ask that you want to share with people? Any tips or any like just mindset things that you just want to share with them, like before we go, to encourage them to do or believe, or just to implant in them, to encourage them the importance of clearing your energy and just, being in the right vibration in order to, be that money magnet or abundance magnet that, that they wish to be.
Find the joy. There's joy in everything, y'all. And seriously, if it's not joyful, either don't do it or find the joy in it. It's all about you, so find that joy, because in finding that joy, you're reminding yourself who you truly are and how abundant you really are and how it is a joyful experience.
Awesome. So we have someone who wants to jump into the hot seat. Well, I'm going to the vibe seat. So this is on the vibe set. And Keisha, welcome.
Welcome. How y'all doing? Thank you.
All right.
Awesome. What questions did you have for Samantha today?
Well, I had questions on like the sitting was real good. My calves are hurting, so that's a good thing. So I can feel something is working. But you had some questions, but I know you said you wanted me to answer that for myself.
What's that?
The question about how, when you feel when you making about the money, and what age was you when you started feeling that you had, the time that you had to struggle to start making money.
I just said keep that. Okay, here's why I say keep it to yourself. I don't want you to keep it to yourself now.
Oh, yeah, I'm not going to say nothing.
No, you can. The reason I say it in the program, and I'm really just talking to Takiyah because I didn't want her to be like 5. No, what I mean is, it's going to be something that's very special. It's very intimate to you, and that let it be the first thing that comes to your mind, because usually whenever it gets to your mouth, it's already done rolled over your head like 30 times. So that's why I say don't say anything. Good here. Yes, by all means, share.
Yes, share. So what?
Please share.
Please get that. You're stopping me crazy.
Oh, you're making us sick.
Okay.
Walking around.
As far as me, she's cracking up over there.
So what do you have? What do you want to share? It would be really great to hear.
Well,
what age were you? I mean, she's open and saying like you can. Now,
okay. What age was I?
What showed up for you?
20. Age 20 showed up for me real strongly.
Okay.
When it came up that I had to, that came from, and you had a question about who taught you how to, feel like you had to struggle.
Mm-hmm.
My parents.
Mm-hmm.
Where we come from, they feel like, and I'm going through a certain situation now. They did, they work all their lives and stuff like that, but it's still, my mother had died, but my father is still here, and I'm still in the area. Like they, I felt like, to me, for me having children, I think that, come on over here, come. I think it's better if you, make it better for your children.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you're going to work hard, to me, make your loved ones comfortable. You know.
And this healing that we do, this healing that you did, actually, it heals your ancestors, and it heals, and it goes to your children. It will go to your friends. It will go to your coworkers. The more that you're open to receiving, the more the ripple effect has. So you're doing this type of healing because of what I say. The healing goes past, present, and future through all space, dimension, and time, and realities that we don't know anything about. Like that healing crosses lots and lots of borders that we don't even know about. Like our minds can't even imagine. So that healing is a very deep healing.
It is. It's just it has hit a lot of areas in my life, rather, and that help. That it helped and it hurt at the same time, because you felt like, you know that a lot of things that they've done in their life, it hurts you. It hurt. I know it hurt me. Well, it's hurting me now, because it's a lot of things, they can clean up of their self. And now it's like, it's making it hard for me to keep moving on and do what I have to do, because a lot of cleaning has not been, a lot of things has not been done. So now it's like, it's time for me. I have to do everything. But, I have to do what I have to do.
Yeah. And you have to, the possibility, remember, like, what would it look like? What energy do I need to be to create this reality for myself and my children?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I want to do things differently than my parents done for me. You have to learn a lot, a lot of things. Like, I was raised by people from the South. They didn't feel like it was all right to go to counseling and doing things like this. This is like crazy, ludicrous.
I know. I'm in New Orleans, girl. I know.
Doing some type of, New Orleans, they do more spiritual things down there, because, they feel like there's a lot of voodoo that they say, and all that witchcraft or whatever they have going on in that area, but they don't feel like you're supposed to be doing anything. You aren't supposed to confide in nothing, and it's a lot of things that people did not do properly in the past, and then they wonder why, a lot of things has not been cleaned up.
I definitely understand where you're coming from with that. And Nikisha, I think you should set up some time to speak with Samantha. I think you should join her. She put up a link here where you can make an appointment with her. And I would definitely take advantage of, at least doing like a little clarity session and see where you are. I would definitely recommend you working with her. It sounds to me that the clearing that she just offered us just now brought up some things for you that I can see can clearly help you out. So I suggest from the bottom of my heart to just really take that time and invest that time in yourself and invest in getting yourself in alignment, because Samantha proved to you today that it can be done. And it appears to me that you're open to receive that and you want to change. And you don't have to stay stuck where you came from, the beliefs that your parents gave you, your great-grandparents had. All of that doesn't really matter. The only thing that matters now is you making a decision and saying, I want to be different. I want to do something better, and I'm choosing to be better. And I believe Samantha can help you with that. So I would definitely recommend you.
That was great.
Yes.
And you'll feel better. Listen, it does. I know what you're going through. I know what you're going through. Trust me.
I mean, it's a lot of folks that's going through the same thing I'm going through. Like some people are in a job that they don't want to be in because we was taught to do what we're supposed to do to keep things going. Work over 3 double. Keep it going. I mean, people don't even go to sleep, and you think that's healthy? Oh, because I got a $2,000 check. I'm just going to sleep now. I'm thinking about my $2,000 check. Okay, but are you healed? You know, I mean, what are you getting out of that Okay, you can take care of your bills and stuff at the same time. You're not healthy,
right?
Because you're not sleeping.
That's the antiquated beliefs that we've all had to buy into. We didn't know any better, so now we're able to change that. I gotta go. I have an appointment.
I'm gonna close you out. I'm definitely gonna say you can stay in the room with us. And Samantha's only gonna be here for about maybe 5 minutes more, and that's it. And she has to go because she has some other things she has to take care of. Okay? So thank you so much for coming into the Vibe. We appreciate you. And stay tuned. You know, we're going to be bringing in more people who will offer you things that can help you get through this. But definitely get up with Samantha, you know, because like I said, she just proved to you that it can be done. You felt it. You felt something move. You said it hurt, but it hurt for some time. Take it.
Find me on Facebook, Samantha Hills, or get in touch with me through Takiyah. We can set up a clarity call.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, y'all.
Have a blessed day.
Love you. Thank you so much.
All right. So thank you guys for tuning in. I think we lost. Oh, there she goes. Let me get her back. Awesome. So thank you. Woo! So thank
that
you.
Was guys. Wonderful. That I just hope that she reaches out because I know how she feels. And yes, it will come up, and it's a big deal. That was a big one. Before I got in on the session, I could read the energy of who was going to be on, and those were big things that were showing up. And I know I look really weird with my eyes closed, so I'm sorry about that. But
it just comes.
It's just part of the gig. But I love you all, and I really appreciate you and your time. And
thank you,
everybody. Just be willing for the healing. Just be willing. Just have that in your dialogue. I am willing.
Yes, and thank you all who showed up to support us today. And so you guys have a wonderful day. This will be available on replay. We're going to bring it back for you. And again, Minds Up. And we're going to take you out with Samantha's favorite song, Golden Years.
I love that song. Oh,
all right. Here we go. There we go.
Oh, that's fine, girl.
and took us into a whole nother song. I guess it was meant for us to hear that one, but here we go.
Don't let me hear you say life's taking you nowhere. Angel,